Hello. I am a student of National Textile University Faisalabad. And today I am going to tell you about some basic questions regarding weaving, which will help you in interview. So watch full video and give comments about this video.
Please introduce yourself.
My name is Shaquille. I am a textile graduate from National Textile University Faisalabad.
Okay, I am going to ask you some basic questions regarding weaving. What is weaving?
The process of interlacing two sets of yarns, namely warp and weft, at right angle to make a fabric, according to design.
What is shedding mechanism?
Shedding is the act of dividing the warp threads according to design into two parts, to allow the passage of weft inserting element from one side of the loom to the other.
What are the different types of shed in weaving mechanism?
There are 4 types of shed: bottom close shed, center close shed, semi-open shed, and open shed.
That's very nice. Now tell me, what are types of shedding mechanism?
There are 3 types of shedding mechanism: tappet shedding, dobie shedding, and jacquard shedding.
Okay, now tell me, what are the primary motions in weaving loom?
The primary motion in weaving looms are shedding, picking, and beating.
What are the secondary motion?
The secondary motion are let off and take up.
What are the tertiary motions in weaving looms?
The tertiary motion in weaving looms are warp stop motion, weft stop motion, warp protector, and weft protector.
What are the maximum numbers of warp threads controlling capacity in jacquard loom?
Maximum numbers of warp threads controlling capacity in jacquard loom are 1800.
What is sizing?
Sizing is the process of giving a protective coating on the warp yarn to minimize yarn breakage during weaving.
What materials form the base of the size?
Starch or gum.
What is picking?
To propel the shuttle or any other weft inserting elements from one side to receiving side of shed.
What is the objective of beat-up mechanism?
To push the newly inserted weft yarn last pick to the fell of the cloth.
What is the function of take-up mechanism?
To wind the already woven fabric on the cloth roller with the progress of weaving.
What is let-off mechanism?
To unwind the equivalent length of warp sheets from the warp beams with the progress of take-up during weaving.
You are going very well. Now answer me. What is warp and weft crimp?
The waviness of the yarns due to interlacing of warp and weft in producing fabric is called crimp.
What is camming weaving?
Cams are the devices which convert the rotary machine drive into a suitable reciprocating action for the needles or other elements.
What do you mean by GSM?
Gram per square meter, or in simple words, weight of the fabric.
What is the GSM range for finer fabrics?
Below 150 is finer fabrics range.
Write down the classification of woven fabric with example.
Types of woven fabrics are, according to raw material, for example cotton fabric, wool fabric, silk fabric. According to processing, for example solid dyed, yarn dyed. According to their weaves or construction, for example plain fabric, twill fabric, satin fabric. According to their structures, for example single cloth, double cloth, pile fabric. And according to end uses, for example clothing, floor covering, furnishing.
Why yarn preparation is required for weaving?
To give strength to yarn for weaving, to wind the yarn uniformly on suitable package, to have desired length of yarn on the package, and to improve weaving efficiency.
What are the types of warping?
There are 2 types of warping: direct or high-speed warping, and sectional warping.
Very good. Now tell me, what is the main feature of twill weave?
A twill weave is characterized by diagonal lines of warp and weft floats on the face of the fabric.
What is denim fabric?
A strong warp face is cotton cloth used for overalls, jeans, skirts, etc., largely made in 3/1 twill weave.
What is dwell period?
The stationary period of heeled frames in open shed condition, during which time the shuttle travel from one side of the loom to the other side.
What is efficiency of loom?
The